When did your unit's carefully crafted image get destroyed in one incident? Our battalion had a reputation. Best on base, cleanest barracks, highest PT scores, zero disciplinary issues. We were the poster unit that visiting generals got shown during inspections. Commander was Lieutenant Colonel Pritchard. He ran us like a Fortune 500 company. Everything polished, everything perfect. We spent more time preparing for inspections than actual training. The crown jewel was our motor pool. Every vehicle spotless, organized by serial number, tools arranged like surgical instruments. Sergeant First Class Dalton Beck managed it like his personal museum. Beck had been there 11 years. Knew every bolt, every part number, every maintenance schedule. He built that motor pool's reputation from nothing. Then came the surprise inspection. Not the scheduled one we'd spent weeks preparing for. A real surprise. 4-star general rolling through with his entire staff at 7 in the morning. We scrambled into formation. Pritchard looked nervous but confident. The motor pool was always ready. Beck had people working late every night keeping it immaculate. General arrived with cameras and a Pentagon film crew. They were documenting best practices across different bases. We were the showcase example. Let's start with your vehicle maintenance facility, the general announced. Pritchard smiled. Absolutely, sir. Right this way. We marched to the motor pool. Beck stood at attention by the entrance, chest puffed out with pride. Motor pool ready for inspection, sir. Beck unlocked the main bay doors, hit the lights. That's when everything fell apart. Literally. A wall of cardboard boxes came tumbling out. Hundreds of them. Amazon packages, pizza boxes, old equipment crates. They'd been stacked 20 feet high behind the doors. But that wasn't the worst part. Behind the boxes was the actual motor pool, and it was a disaster. Vehicles were half disassembled, parts everywhere. Oil stains covering the floor, tools scattered randomly. One Humvee was sitting on blocks with no wheels. Another had its engine completely removed, sitting on a tarp. The general just stared. His staff started taking pictures. The camera crew kept filming. Beck's face went white. I don't understand. Turned out, Beck had been running a side business, using the motor pool after hours to repair civilian vehicles for cash. His entire crew was in on it. They'd make money fixing cars and trucks for people off base. The pristine motor pool we showed inspectors, they'd stage it. Move all the civilian vehicles out, hide the mess behind stacked boxes, polish the few military vehicles they kept in front. Every inspection, same routine. Make it look perfect for a few hours, then back to the side business. This time, they didn't get the warning. No time to stage anything. General saw it exactly as it really was. Pritchard looked like he might pass out. Sergeant Beck, what is the meaning of this? Before Beck could answer, a civilian walked in through the side door. Middle-aged guy in a flannel shirt. Hey, Dalton, is my transmission done yet? I need my truck back by tonight. Dead silence. The civilian saw the general's stars, saw all the brass, slowly backed out the door. The investigation lasted 3 weeks. Turned out Beck had been running this operation for 6 years. Made over $200,000. Had a whole network of soldiers helping him. They'd been using government tools, government electricity, government time, fixing hundreds of civilian vehicles while actual military equipment sat broken. Beck got court-martialed, dishonorable discharge, had to pay back everything plus fines. 3 other NCOs got Article 15s. Pritchard got relieved of command. His whole career built on a motor pool that was basically a criminal enterprise. He never knew, but didn't matter. Happened on his watch. The video from that inspection, Pentagon used it as a training example. What happens when you focus on appearance over substance? Our unit became famous for all the wrong reasons. New commander came in, Colonel Vincent Shore. First day, he gathered everyone. I don't care if this place looks perfect. I care if the equipment works. We're done being a showpiece. He shut down the motor pool for 2 months, made us completely rebuild it. Not for show, for function. Actual maintenance on actual military vehicles. The crazy part? 6 months later, we failed a scheduled inspection. Failed it badly. Shore didn't even flinch. Good. Now we know what actually needs fixing. We spent the next year becoming a real unit instead of a fake perfect one. Our PT scores dropped because we focused on job skills. Our barracks looked lived in because soldiers weren't spending 20 hours a week polishing floors. But our readiness ratings went up. Equipment actually worked. Soldiers actually knew their jobs. Beck's civilian customer who walked in during the inspection, he sued the army for return of his truck. Turns out Beck had been holding it hostage for 6 months, demanding more money. The guy testified at Beck's court-martial. Brought receipts showing he paid $8,000 for a transmission job that should have cost $1,500. Judge threw the book at Beck. Added fraud charges on top of everything else. Last I heard, Beck's working at an oil change place in Nevada. Makes minimum wage. Still talks about how he ran the best motor pool in the army. Shore retired as a general. His philosophy of substance over appearance got adopted across multiple bases. They call it the Shore Doctrine now. And that Pentagon training video still gets shown at every leadership course. They blur out our unit patch, but everyone knows it's us. The unit that looked perfect until one cardboard wall came tumbling down.